Navigating the waters of a relationship is akin to sailing on the unpredictable sea. One moment, you're basking in the sun on a calm, serene ocean, and the next, you're caught in a storm, struggling to keep your boat afloat. This story is about such a storm, a test of trust and the boundaries of love. I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend for 9 months, a period filled with laughter, shared dreams, and I thought, mutual respect. Our relationship was like a book filled with chapters of jokes, affection, and understanding. That is until one day, when we decided to look back at some of the funny comments and jokes he had shared online. It was a casual, intimate moment between us, meant to bring us closer. However, what I stumbled upon turned our calm sea into a raging storm. About 3 weeks ago, he responded to someone online who expressed a desire for intimate companionship, saying she lives in LA and was looking for a partner. The content she had posted was no longer there, but his response was. He mentioned his plans to move to LA after his medical residency ends next year, and suggested that if they were both single by then, he'd love to connect. Reading his words felt like a punch to the gut. It was a breach of the trust I had placed in him, a trust that was integral to our relationship. To me, this felt like cheating, even though he included a disclaimer about being single at the time of a potential meeting. When confronted, he apologized, calling his actions stupid. He tried to brush it off, saying it was anonymous, likely driven by a moment of lust, and that he didn't even remember posting it. In the heat of that moment, filled with hurt and betrayal, I ended the relationship and asked him to leave my apartment. Now, as I sit amidst the silence of what used to be our shared space, I find myself questioning everything. Was my reaction too severe? Did I overreact because of his so-called stupid disclaimer? My heart is heavy with sorrow, and I'm struggling to find clarity. He seemed genuinely remorseful, but can an apology truly mend the rift his words have caused? This has been a journey of introspection, not just about the relationship, but also about understanding my boundaries and what I consider to be infidelity. Yes, his actions were hidden behind the veil of anonymity the internet provides, but does that excuse the intent behind his words? Is the breach of trust less significant because it was done where I might have never found out? On the other side, I ponder the nature of mistakes in a relationship. We are all human, prone to lapses in judgment. He was open enough to share his online interactions with me, including the one that led to our downfall. Does this openness not count for something? Could this have been a momentary lapse, a deviation rather than a pattern? Is there room for forgiveness and growth, or was the foundation of our trust irreparably damaged by his virtual flirtation? As I share this story, I don't seek validation for my actions, nor do I look for condemnation of his. Rather, I'm searching for understanding and perhaps guidance. Relationships are complex, built on the fragile balance of trust, love, and forgiveness. When that balance is disturbed, the path forward is not always clear. So I turn to you, my listeners, not just as an audience, but as a community who has perhaps navigated similar storms. Was ending the relationship the only way to salvage my self-respect, or did I let go of a love that could have overcome a misstep? Is a breach of trust, in any form, a sign to walk away, or is there space for healing and forgiveness? In the end, love is not just about the good times. It's also about how we navigate the challenges, the misunderstandings, and the mistakes. It's about what we're willing to forgive and what we decide we simply cannot overlook. Your thoughts and experiences on this could shine a light on the path I've chosen and maybe help others facing similar dilemmas. Thank you for allowing me to share my story, my moment of vulnerability. In the vast ocean of relationships, your insights are like stars guiding me through this dark night. What are your thoughts?